Bear works at a music store. He's had a thing for his coworker Nikki for years. The way you do when you're too nervous to actually say anything. Then he finds this cursed little toy that grants wishes, and well, he does the exact thing horror movies have been warning us about forever. He wishes for her to love him, not just like him back, love him more than anything else in the world. And the rest of the movie is basically one long answer to why that was the worst possible thing he could have asked for.
Bear, I love you so much. I don't think I could live without you.
Here's what's actually going on with that wish. If you slow down and look at it, Bear isn't wishing for a relationship. He's not even wishing for a chance. He's wishing for a guarantee. And the moment love stops being something someone chooses to give you and becomes something you've engineered them into feeling instead, it stops being love. It's just wearing the costume of it.
Do you like me?
What? Bear, I
No. Do you like me? Do you even like me at all? Is Nikki happy?
So let's get into it. Why Bear's wish was never really about love to begin with. What actually happens to Nikki once her feelings for him stop being hers. Why the movie plays this as horror instead of fantasy, which is a choice, by the way, not an accident. And what all of it ends up saying about the difference between being loved and just being obeyed. Look closely at what Bear actually asks for. The wording matters here. He doesn't wish for a real shot with Nikki. He doesn't wish for her to just see him differently. He wishes for her to love him more than anything else in the world. That's not someone asking for a relationship. That's someone asking for total, overwhelming priority in another person's heart and getting it instantly without doing any of the work that would normally make him worth loving that much. That gap is basically the whole engine of the movie. A guy who wants a real shot with someone still has to risk getting turned down. He still has to become someone she'd actually pick. Bear skips all of that entirely. He's not trying to earn Nikki's love. He wants to just own it, fully formed. No uncertainty attached, which is exactly the uncertainty that makes real love mean anything in the first place. And honestly, it's not that far off from something you see outside of horror movies all the time. This idea that if you're just patient and nice for long enough, it should eventually convert into love. Like there's some transaction quietly running underneath the friendliness the whole time. Once the wish kicks in, Nikki doesn't turn into some devoted girlfriend. She turns into something closer to a creature that's entirely built around Bear, with nothing left in her that isn't in service of loving him. The movie shows this through body horror, transformation, genuine monster movie stuff. But strip away the effects for a second, and what's actually happening underneath is a lot simpler, and honestly, a lot creepier. Nikki's ability to choose anything has just been erased. She's not loving him each day the way a real partner does. She physically can't do anything else anymore. And that's really what makes her so unsettling to watch, more than just sad. Someone who loves you because they looked at the world and picked you anyway, that means something, specifically because they could have picked something else. Nikki can't. So the wish didn't actually give Bear a girlfriend who adores him. It gave him a person with her whole capacity to choose surgically removed, replaced with something that only ever points one direction. Once you see it like that, it's hard to even call what's left between them love. It's just devotion with the exit removed. And that's a very different, much scarier thing to sit with.
Jeez, what kind of spells you put on her?
There's a version of this exact premise that plays out as a fantasy. Guy wishes for the girl, gets the girl, roll credits, everyone's happy. This film very deliberately refuses to give you that version. Almost right away, Nikki's transformation starts feeling wrong, invasive, like something being done to her, not something she's actually going through herself. And Bear's reaction matters here too, because he doesn't get to just enjoy what he made. Somewhere under all the initial excitement, some part of him clearly knows this isn't right either. That tension is what pushes the movie past a simple, be careful what you wish for story. It's not just the fairy tale version of that warning. It's specifically about how fast something marketed as the ultimate romantic fantasy, total, unconditional, all-consuming love, turns monstrous the second you take away the other person's actual will. The horror isn't really Nikki's transformation on its own. It's how thin the line turns out to be between she loves me completely and there's nothing left of her except loving me. By the end, however, the film actually resolves it. The point underneath stays the same. Real love needs the person doing the loving to still be a whole, separate person, someone who could still choose something else. The second that possibility gets removed, whether it's a cursed wish or manipulation or just quietly hoping persistence eventually turns into affection, what's left isn't love anymore. It's a version of it that's been hollowed out, still running, just on autopilot instead of anything real. And that's honestly the uncomfortable question the movie leaves you sitting with. Not, would you make the wish? Because sure, most people like to think they wouldn't. It's more, have you ever wanted a smaller, quieter version of the exact same thing? Wanting someone's feelings to just be settled, certain, guaranteed, instead of doing the much harder, much scarier work of actually being chosen. Bear got exactly what he wished for, and it's still the worst thing that ever happened to him and to Nikki. Maybe that's the real lesson hiding underneath all the horror movie mechanics here. Love that's guaranteed isn't love. It's just control. Wearing love's face. And the second you take away someone's ability to choose you, you've also taken away the only thing that made being chosen worth anything at all.